What's up guys, it's me Jeremy. One of the most common questions I always see is people asking what champions they should pick up or learn in order to carry their games. And since my list has changed completely, it's worth updating. Now, when I say that a champion is overpowered, what I really mean is that champion is really strong throughout the entire game and has amazing potential for carrying games. Since I'll be doing one for each role, I broke it down into which champion is the best for carrying in its respective role. Starting with top lane. I know, Jax might be your original thought, but I actually believe Lulu is the best top laner for solo queue right now. She has an amazing matchup in lane versus Jax, Renekton, Shyvana, all those guys, as well as other commonly picked top laners too. While the fact that she oozes utility makes her not only easy to carry with and make a huge impact, but also extremely easy to get carried with if you feed in lane, unlike most top laners. Her damage is very significant, and her utility allows you to outplay anyone late game, yes, even Jax. And she is strong throughout all phases of the game and pretty much just lacks any significant weaknesses. And for mid lane we have Ziggs. With the Kayle nerfs, she's definitely still strong, but Ziggs' overall damage, zoning potential while still having crowd control and escape and low mana costs makes him an incredibly strong champion. You can stall out games for such a long time with Ziggs, giving you tons of room to make a comeback, while also being unstoppable because of massive AoE damage if you're ahead and get fed. Poke is simply just such a strong mechanic. I mean, it's basically free damage, and Ziggs is by far the #1 poke champion right now, and it just creates so much pressure and forces your opponents to react or otherwise get poked down and eliminate all of their potential to make a play, which a lot of players in solo queue do not have the coordination to do as a team. So all in all, Ziggs makes such a huge impact on the game overall. For jungle, I believe that Jarvan is actually one of the strongest right now. He doesn't suffer from the major jungle weakness that a majority of junglers have, which is the Lee Sin factor. As well as with the new Spirit of the Ancient Golem, he gets really tanky while still dealing tons of damage, as well as having massive AoE crowd control and incredibly long ranged mobility. It's so easy to pull off ganks and dominate team fights while still being able to escape too, which is much easier to do than on someone like Lee Sin, who is way harder to play. Add into that Jarvan's clear speed is pretty good, and you're left with a very powerful jungler, who is strong throughout all phases of the game. And on Jarvan, you will have an easy time making impacts in your games. For AD carry, we have Caitlyn. With the item changes, Caitlyn is significantly more powerful in that her overall DPS is increased since she can now go Infinity Edge and do just fine. And unlike most of the champions who will benefit from building Infinity Edge, Caitlyn is very strong in lane and a huge bully, making her laning phase to teamfight transition really solid. And she's pretty easy to play too, with great poke and escape and even crowd control if you guide properly. Her overall DPS is matched by the safety of her kit, making her a very strong AD carry with few weaknesses, unlike most of the other champions. And lastly, for support, we have Thresh. Thresh has always been strong, and with the Braum nerfs, Thresh now takes this top spot once again. And although he can be hard to play, his overall playmaking, kiting, and simply just carry potential is far outmatched by any other support. And Thresh's kit allows you to make up for a big portion of mistakes your allies might make throughout solo queue. Overall, all of these champions were mainly chosen due to their incredible playmaking ability and their ability to help carry games so easily. Keep in mind that these champions were just my personal top choices. Feel free to discuss your choices in the comments, but at the end of the day, these 5 champions are simply what I believe is the strongest for carrying games right now. My name is Jeremy, and that's it for my video on overpowered champions for solo queue on patch 4.11. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to check out some of my others on the screen right now, or stay connected at facebook.com/gamingcurios. Drop a like, share this video, and make sure to subscribe for some more awesome content in the future. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.